You guys, someone is going to pay for this. Someone's gonna pay for this. I still don't know what happened, but you can damn well bet that I'm gonna find out. I was so sad in the end of the last one, but this is no time to be sad. I'm gonna honor Sakura's memory and find out who the fuck did this. I'm not giving up. Because she would have wanted it that way. My darling. Alright, so obviously, we have an investigation on our hands now. We gotta check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. That usually happens when you're poisoned. Oh no. Great.
Hey.
Well, probably what I'll do is I'll collect as much as I can, and then before we go in, we'll just have like a revisit of all of the evidence that we have, because I think that's probably like the best thing to do. I think the case this time might be a challenge. Well, if you're saying that, then automatically we're in trouble. Why's that?
So...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with a chair from inside the rec room. I'm worried. My first thought... Oh no, my first thought is that... But the blow to the head, though. My first thought is that she killed herself. But then, that doesn't explain a few things, though. It explains one thing, but then, like, not the other thing? Oh no, but this could be a setup as well. There's gotta be some kind... What if there's another hidden wall? What if there's, like, a secret passage or something? We're gonna have to find out. Which means the killer would have had it escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside, and there was no way out until we broke the window, there's, like, zero escape, right?
In other words,
this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
Hey.
Are you curious to hear more about what locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when a locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. Okay, so that could be this. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. What about, like, maybe there's a secret door behind one of the machines or something? So for all that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words...
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption, a tool from outside, to target the victim inside. Like Gatling guns on the fucking ceiling, which we've seen before, but that's really more Monokuma's thing and not anyone else's. You push a switch and it fires a handgun, you shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, or something like that.
However...
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
It's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words...
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible. Maybe.
It's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room?
In other words...
By that, I mean there's actually an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. That's the one I think it might be. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. But it could be here because, like, there was a secret room in the boys' bathroom closet, so it's definitely a possibility, isn't it? Then you think we can cross that one off, too?
Indeed.
I believe so, yes. Really, though? Okay. So when it comes to locker room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seems the most likely here?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room, Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. No, I'm doing this for her. I've got to. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Oh, everyone just popped up. Alright, fine. Well, darling, I'm gonna do the basic things, alright. So, let's get the most obvious thing out of the way quickly. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Oh, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So, after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave the candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure no one else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much? Well, I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavor. Poor Hina. It's okay, darling, I know. I'm right there with you. Polka dot candy wrapper. Okay. Oh, darling. Hope you're not going to be the main suspect for giving her that. Sakura, I'm sorry, dear. Please understand. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in the chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood, which I wonder if that's what that is in the back there. I don't know what that is, because that's not blood there, because the blood isn't red here. It's over there, though, in the corner, if you can see that up by her head. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. Yeah, normally a blow to the head wouldn't make you spit out blood. That would be like a stab to the chest or abdomen, poison, maybe a couple of other things too. But not a blow to the head usually, I don't think. Not that I know. I think I know because like I watch CSI all the time, right? That's nothing. Like I'm some kind of expert. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries, but maybe it doesn't know. Maybe she did something in private. That's what I'm worried about. Status of Sakura's body, okay. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood. That doesn't seem likely. Not a chance. Thank you, Byakuya. You also watch CSI? I knew we had something in common. Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. It's poison, probably. Oh no. Did someone poison her? That's bad. What is this? Oh, glass. I see. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. Someone hit her over the head with a bottle. Oh no, who did that though? Oh, I'm gonna kill him. The glass is all red and these are top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must originally have been a bottle. Okay, glass shards on the floor. Okay, so we're getting some pieces here. There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. Fits in the palm of my hand. Look at that, it's a little chess piece. I've never seen anything like that before. It's a Monokuma figure. Huh. Figure on the floor. Is there a chessboard in here? There's Othello, but that's a bit different. What about the blood over here? There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. She doesn't seem to be bleeding from her head. Not that we really got a good look at her, but I'm assuming that if she was, it would have like zoomed in on that as well when we looked at her. It only zoomed in on the mouth. Why is it so far away from where she died? She was poisoned. She has to have been. Maybe she only just realized it when she was over there, threw up, realized something was definitely wrong and sat down, and then she died. But what about the blow to the head, though? That's the part that doesn't make sense. Was she fighting with somebody in here? But then why would she lock the door? Like, none of it makes sense yet. Ugh, we're just gonna have to keep looking. Oh, dear me. Oh, it looks like there's something else over here, too. What's this? Proteinzyme X. That's the stuff they were talking about. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around at the entrance to the room.
So...
It looks like protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. She must have been poisoned by somebody. Somebody must have mixed something in there and given it to her. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me. Sakura mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. Somebody probably went in there. Maybe they got something from the chem lab and added it, and she didn't know. She must have gotten this from the chem lab. I have a feeling we're going there after this. But that's strange. Huh? What is?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter? It does matter, though.
So...
Who threw it? Can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. Was Sakura still alive when we were trying to break in? Did she throw something when we weren't looking? Or was she not the only one in here, and someone actually did somehow escape from here? Oh no. Okay. What else? Just the clock, I don't think that's gonna matter. And the machines here aren't lit up either. So I don't think that's part of it. But what about over here, though? Huh? The locker's open, and they're on the inside. It's a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
It looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding in here in the locker and left behind a little something extra. Oh no. Better check that. What if that's like a hidden room there? Maybe the killer hid in there until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Why not?
Hey.
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh, we did, and it was open. Sakura, were you alive then? Oh yeah, the locker was already open at that point.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door? Yeah, so then, what does the handprint mean? I don't know. Locker handprint, okay. Am I missing anything else? We got the wrapper, we got the blood stain.
What the heck?
We already know who did it! Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro, it had to be one of them. I'm inclined to agree with you, but still something's wrong. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I know that she didn't do it. I know that Hina didn't do it. In my heart of hearts, there's no way. Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Hina, help me find out more. Then let me help you. Yeah, that's it. We gotta do it for her. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. Oh. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked to meet them in a rec room by noon. By noon? The Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. I believe you. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, this never would have happened. Hina, I don't think you could have stopped Sakura. Even if she wasn't, like, really strong physically, she has such a strong will. Don't think you would have been able to do anything, darling. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. True. I know I've got a lot. Alright, well that's gonna be important. Jeez, what did they do? But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same place and time that she ended up dying, it might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Absolutely. Well, what have you got to say?
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. The fact that you're still wearing pants bothers me, but you don't seem to be complaining, do you? There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So, you found out. Interesting. Weren't you right here when Hina told me? He must not have been listening. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect. Yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? Don't you dare call her that. So you didn't go? You didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Okay, so even though he's a total dick, I am inclined to believe this. Because when has he ever shown up to anything that he's supposed to, unless it benefited him to do so? So I'm willing to say that I agree with this right now. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? As shitty as Byakuya is, he hasn't necessarily lied. Excuse me, I'm taking a sip of tea. Sorry about that, my throat. Oh my god, sorry, I used glass straws. Might be. He hasn't necessarily lied, but the Chihiro thing is still why I don't trust him so much, because he did do all that nonsense too, and that's really shitty. He's just shitty. He's hot, but he's shitty. Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Yeah, we'll have to find out more. If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight, Byakuya. I'm gonna get back at you. The way I'm gonna do that is by convincing everyone and myself that you secretly love me. Boy, I know you do. Don't worry about it. It's okay to have a crush. I'm gonna wait until you come around. That'll get him. Fine. So we have his count. Before I leave here, let me talk to Kyoko and see if she has any last thing to say. But for Sakura to have been killed, she's not the type that would go down without a fight. That's what's bothering me. Even if someone did give her a nasty blow to the head, she would have wrecked somebody before she had a chance to die from it, surely. That's why I have a bad feeling in my stomach that that this isn't what it seems. I bet you that somebody is behind this, but I think maybe the outcome of it all is that she ended her own life. She seemed in such despair before when we talked to her. She couldn't believe that people were still believing in her. And that seems like a classic problem where she's just like, don't believe in me, I'm worthless, that kind of thing.
It's true.
So I'm wondering if that's part of it. Obviously, don't say anything in the comments. It's just me talking to myself. And she certainly didn't, I wouldn't say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. This is also why I can't believe that somebody would have gone up against her. It would have been a death mission. Everyone here knows that Sakura could have kicked their asses, even Hina, and she's strong. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? Kyoko's basically confirming what I think. Oh no. What do you do if that's the actual situation, though? I don't think we're prepared for that. I hope that's not what happened. I don't want either of these things to happen. I don't want her to get murdered, and I don't want her to have committed suicide either. This is horrifying. They must have taken her by surprise, right? Unless her terrible mental state caused this to happen and she just accepted it. But that's still the same kind of thing as taking your own life, isn't it? Whew, tough things to think about. Certainly they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. Really, it was like she almost had a free pass because she was so strong. What do we think? Did I get everything in here? Oh wait, did I look at this chair? The chair was shoved up against the doorknob. Right, okay, so we probably should look at this. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. What about the door itself? This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only noticeable change to the door is the smashed window, which we did. Which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved against it. Shit. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. There was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked room from the inside, not the outside. Oh no. Guys, this isn't good. Oh, you know what I actually didn't look at? These bottles. Is it one of these bottles that she was hit with? They are red, look. Oh, and it's the figure. You know, I'm so stupid. This didn't register to me at first because I thought the figure was actually the label. Like, I didn't think it was actually a figure inside the bottle. There are 4 red bottles lined up. And inside there's some kind of Monokuma figure. I'm so dumb. The first time we looked at these a long time ago, I actually thought that was the label, even though it probably said there was a figure in them. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottle? Yeah, I just forgot. I'm dumb. Oops, good thing we looked.
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that? Oh, maybe I have.
In other words...
So this is the Monokuma version of that. Monokuma bottle, if you will. Let's see, okay, so I bet you that is one of the bottles. Fine. I feel like I'm starting to make sense of things. Little by little. Me too, but not in the way I wanted. The Monokuma bottle's sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit on the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say the Monokuma bottle was the weapon.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so. For the most part. Well, there's no way we can be done yet.
So then...
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk to others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Yeah, where are they? They've already, like, left. Let's get the hell out of here. Fine. Where are those guys? Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. Oh. Hello? If anyone's behind me, I swear to... Fuck. Anyone? No? Okay, I guess we're just going to their rooms then. I swear to God if one of them did it. I am not going to take this well. Not at all. I guess we'll start with her. I press the doorbell. Ding dong. And after a few seconds... Don't be acting scared now. I gotta ask you some stuff.
Who's there?
It's me, girl. Oh, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal.
Oh.
Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Yup.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach.
Well, I'm sorry, but we have to deal with the truth of what is.
I was in such a good mood, too.
You were? You sure about that? She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Toko? What's wrong? Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall. Are we ever gonna see her room? Kinda curious to see what's in there.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something? I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. What?
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she'd asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? You did. I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Is that the truth? Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe it? What about Jack, though? Is that different? Does that count? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. Oh, bye. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Oh, no. Girl, please. Does it count? Would she know if Jack went? I don't think she actually would. Uh-oh. How are we gonna figure that out, then? Well, I don't think there's anything we can do until that point. Let's go find, Oh, Sakura. I wanna go in your room. Can't. Leon, Yasuhiro, and Hifumi. Yo, Hiro, you in here? Press the doorbell. ding dong. And after a few seconds...
You know?
Yo, what's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How did you know about that?
Could it be?
Oh man, did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities wakened in you? Oh, I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with, though. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko. Don't fucking call her that! To everyone that's chastising me, getting mad at me for being mad that he's calling her Ogre, like, it's her thing, that's what it's called. It's not. It says in the wiki that that's a nasty name made up for her and it's making fun of her. In the Japanese one, they don't call her that. They call her something different, a play on words for her last name. But it isn't Ogre, it has a different connotation all entirely. So if the wiki says that it's a nasty name made up by people, then that's what I'm gonna take it as. It's nasty. It's not polite, and I'm sure she didn't like it. So I'm sticking to my guns on this one, just deal with it. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, well...
Yeah,
when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person. And she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. Yeah, it is. So then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong!
Yo, no way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely. Hiro, don't make me start suspecting you. You didn't do shit, did you? Boy, you're the only one that was openly so shitty to her.
Actually...
Yo, the last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
Don't look at me!
I haven't seen her since then. I am gonna punch you if you call her that one more time. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Oh, do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro is feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on!
Oh, sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. When I did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Oh no.
Huh?
Oh. Ugh! Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket, but we saw what it was, didn't we?
Hey, come on!
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Don't tell me. If you did it, boy, revenge is gonna be so sweet if I get it on your ass. I swear to fuck. I tried to like you, but if you went and attacked my homegirl, we are not friends anymore. Trash?
What?
Yeah, anyway, I can't deny that she ever asked to meet. I can't even read that anymore, it's making me sick. So, well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. No way. Hina said she was the only one that had them. So how did that occur then? Okay, I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find more about the protein can we found in the rec room. Yeah, for sure. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. Where should I start? Well, we're here, so... Oh dear. There's no point running up there because it's like super far away. Well, let's see then. Something's not right. I swear to fuck if Hiro did anything, I am not gonna forgive him. He's always kind of rubbed me the wrong way, even though I can tell he's trying to be a good dude and like the whole karma thing and acting dumb, but come on, man, there's only so far that you can go with that. You still have to be responsible for yourself. It's on the 4th floor, isn't it? Data center, office, music room. Chem lab's up here, isn't it? Yeah, it's right here. Well, Byakuya's already in there, so let's go. Alright. Hello, handsome. What are you doing? You're sulking in here because you love me so much. I know it's hard. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir. I understand. Look, I know that you want to play out this fantasy with me, but you're just gonna have to wait. Makoto, don't do it. Thank God for that. I was worried. Did we really have a good look in here before? I feel like we did, but it definitely looks like something has changed. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I can't get over how big it is. $5. Wait, what? I should probably take a closer look at it. Here we are. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant one. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. What is this? There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like poison. It looks like the bottle had a label on it, Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? Is it about your pants? Yes. I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then, this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words...
That's right, it could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Oh no. She was actually poisoned, wasn't she? Like I thought. Source of the powder has been added, okay. There's footprints too. These are footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do those footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen. Jeez Christ. Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay, Makoto, Jesus Christ, man. So I got to work, and before long I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. Oh, that's pretty good, Makoto. Jesus. How's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me?
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly
Makoto, are they
possible.
yours? No.
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. Look, I'm sure that you're into all this, but it ain't my thing. I'm just letting you know. Couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. See, your feet do appear to be too big. Oh, you know what they say. Fortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately, but with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are a really valuable clue. Well, I think we're going to have to find out more about that in the next one, because I don't know how long this investigation is, but they usually take about 2 videos, so I don't get myself into a corner. In the next one, we'll find out whose footprints they are. I have a sneaking suspicion. It's hard to tell from here, but they don't look like little ladies' footprints, do they? That only leaves one person, doesn't it? Well, great. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.